You just saw it. Die-hard Bernie fans showing up at 5:30 a.m. this morning to rally with their man. So what's driving his popularity? Here to discuss is Adam Green, co-founder of the Progressive Change Campaign Committee, and he knows all about it. He's been all over this. Now, you didn't come out and say Bernie's my guy or Hillary's my woman. You're saying flat out you like what's happened to the Democratic Party.
What we've seen is a rising economic populist tide in America, and have been very heartened that both candidates, Hillary Clinton and Bernie Sanders, have been moving in an economic populist direction. There are certainly differences on their plans, but they're moving in the same direction, which is great.
But how do you explain the Bernie mania that we've seen, that I witnessed firsthand, getting into a gym 45 minutes early, huge lines on the outside that would never get in on the inside?
Yeah, he has really tapped into an economic populist tide that is happening all across the country. People are sick of some corporations not paying any taxes at all, the billionaire class often paying not the same tax rate as the rest of us. He's talking about real accountability, and that is inspiring not just young people, but people both across the political aisle and across the age spectrum.
Would you also agree, Adam, that Bernie Sanders' success has pushed Hillary way to the left?
Definitely has pushed her in a certain economic populist direction. There have been years of build-up to this, from the Wall Street collapse to Elizabeth Warren's rise to other factors. There's been a hunger for people to speak for the little guy. And him being on that debate stage has certainly moved her to adopt things like debt-free college, jailing Wall Street bankers that broke the law, and various corporate accountability.
So 7 years ago or 8 years ago when Barack Obama came up, you see this young guy, very charismatic, very wonderful speaker. He captured the youth vote. But when you see a 74-year-old who's been around without any legislative accomplishments, who isn't really even a Democrat, you wonder how he has this type of support among the youth. 84% of the youth that voted in this caucus voted for Sanders. 84%. How do you explain that? Free college, right?
Well, people are sick of the establishment politics. And again, it's not just youth, but everybody. And he has certainly tapped into an economic populist vein. And it's a real challenge for Hillary Clinton. She has tried to make up some ground. I think she was able to hold on last night and achieve a virtual tie because she's been talking about a rigged system, talking about economic issues that he was talking about before. But we'll see. One thing that she hasn't done is a little challenge for Hillary Clinton. She actually has not said that she would not cut Social Security benefits. And I would challenge her to, before New Hampshire, to make very clear to Democratic voters that she will never cut Social Security. Our polling found that 84% of Iowa caucus voters last night on the Democratic side want their nominee to say no to cutting Social Security. Very interesting.
Adam Green, co-founder of the Progressive Change Campaign Committee. You got to be happy because a lot of what Bernie's saying, you believe.
Thank you so much.
Thanks so much. And we'll see what happens in New Hampshire where Bernie's heavily favored. All right. Meanwhile, coming up straight ahead.